studio tumebahatika kukutana naye one beautiful lady ambaye anajulikana kama Madam Leila, ambaye atakuwa anatusimulia ama atakuwa anatupatia historia yake na zile initiatives ambazo anafanya hapa mjini Mombasa, na ni life coach pia, sivyo? Ni life coach na vile vile yeye ni CEO wa Trista Properties Limited. Kwa hivyo ni all round. Property yuko, life coach yuko, yeye ni mentor. I want to believe she's a mentor to many. So karibu sana Madam Leila ndani ya studio zetu asubuhi ya leo.
Thank you very much for having me.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Hali yako vipi?
Nashukuru.
Ramadan
is almost over.
Saumu ipo?
Half month iko.
Yeah.
Half month is done.
All right.
So we're grateful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for the next 15 days.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's nice.
Ndio tule sufuria ya biriani kubwa.
Bas, mimi usinisahau hapo. That's nice. Who is Madam Leila?
Madam Leila is as they call me, a serial entrepreneur,
okay.
A 52-year-old woman.
Wow.
Who has a 25-year-old girl.
Beautiful.
Yes. I'm also a social hardcore worker, past president of the Rotary Club of Mombasa.
Okay.
I do a lot of charitable work. My passion is basically in empowering women and making sure your mental health is good.
Okay.
It's all about making people happy, really. It started as a joke. Okay. I felt if I make you happy, I'm happier. So I went basically full throttle on it. And I found out that I made a big difference in people's lives.
Okay.
So it just went on, and then I started getting involved in very many social work.
Okay.
And we have an organization called Pamoja, which basically is together with Mombasa Lenses. Mombasa Lenses nurtures young photographers and also brings on board people who are willing to make a difference, in humanitarian services. Not only that, we mentor one another. So, we're always out to make sure that people know what their purpose in life is. For me, I'm very passionate about it because once you're lost, huh?
Yeah.
And once you have a footing, you're grounded.
Yeah.
So for me, it's very important that people understand who they are, why they're here, and what they're here to do. Many a times you find people saying, I'm a banker, but I'm not happy where I am. That's because you're in the wrong place. And until you find out where you belong, society will be there for you.
Okay.
But once you are now confused, then you'll only, you're basically going downhill.
Okay.
Mentally, physically, emotionally.
Okay. Beautiful. We are coming back to all that, but we want to understand the 52-year-old Madam Leila. Beautiful. It's a mile. 50, that's a milestone to hit, and we're praying for more and more years so that you continue impacting lives. But where does the journey begin? Where does the journey of Madam Leila begin? Where does it start from? Schooling, all these you come to achieve whatever you've achieved. The past president of Rotary Club Mombasa, that's a very big thing. The Rotary Club has done a lot of tremendous jobs in Mombasa. How has your journey been?
My journey, I was born in Nairobi.
Wow.
And moved to Marlal, a little, I would say, jungle girl. And always very vibrant as a child.
Okay.
At least that's what my mom said. And she said, whenever we keep you somewhere in a corner, you just stay there. You're a very good girl. So I think nilianza kuharibika ukubwani. So yeah, okay. My schooling, back in Mombasa again, we came because my father was in clearing and forwarding. Okay. So we schooled in Mombasa. I'm one of the starlets, Star of the Sea Girl.
Wow.
And then I went into fashion and design.
Okay.
I studied fashion, decided, actually it's the family that decided that I need to be in real estate.
Okay.
We had some problems in our parents' properties.
Okay.
I came in, took over, and that's how TriStar was built.
Wow.
And of course I work for the United Nations. I was deployed from New York, UNDP.
Wow.
Went into Somalia when the war started. I did 2.5 years in Somalia. As a UNV, I started as a volunteer, then I was full-time. Then I went into Kigali, Rwanda. When the genocide started, I was hijacked by the UN into there. So I got into a company called Halliburton, Brown and Root. So they took me away from the United Nations into a UNAMIR mission. Then I went to Bosnia, Macedonia, Croatia, and met the man of my dreams in Hungary.
Okay. Wow.
6'2" American cowboy.
Beautiful.
From Texas.
Wow.
So got engaged. He was also a mission guy.
Okay.
So I left him in the wars.
Okay.
I got pregnant.
Wow.
Decided to come home. I didn't want a mission life, so I wanted to raise my child at home.
Okay.
So came back, took over the business again, and then got busy with a lot of other things.
Okay.
But passionately, I'm a life coach because I want to be.
Okay.
That's my calling.
Okay.
So again, there's a professional side of me.
Yeah.
And then there's this side that is out to help people.
Yeah.
And that is from God. It's not from me.
Okay.
This kipao, this power, has been ordained by me, by God.
Okay.
I would definitely say that. It's nothing that is within me.
Okay.
Simply because whenever I speak to somebody, they come back and tell me, you made such a big difference in my life. I'm really inspired by you. And that inspiration started very young.
Okay.
And it has just volatile, blown up.
Okay.
And I'm not stopping.
All right.
Yes.
So here you are as a young girl. That journey you've given to us. You've said changing people's life, talking to them, impacting their lives started when you were young.
Yes.
So then there's the professional side of you. Then there's this other side of you being a life coach and impacting people's life.
Yes.
When now you go back to your parents, as telling them, this is what I feel in my heart. This is what I feel in my heart. Leave alone the professional. You guys have made me go to school. How was it been?
They've been very supportive.
Okay.
And I've balanced actually. And the most important thing is balance, You can't also leave something that you've basically ingrained yourself in. So the balance was very important. And remember, I come from a Muslim background.
Yeah.
So the freedom was given to me. And I was told, okay, don't abuse it or misuse it, which I have not till today.
Wow.
So having supportive parents was very important for me. They agreed for me to travel the world.
Okay.
I have traveled the world. And when I say I've traveled the world, I've literally traveled everywhere in the world. So I'm very grateful for those opportunities. And I also want to encourage people to support their children in their quest for their career, for who they want to be and become. And also let them explore their life.
Okay.
Let them be butterflies. Let them fly away. Holding on to a child, she's going to get this, he's going to get this. Let them go where they're meant to go. At the end of the day, you're not going to stop anything happening to them if it's meant to be. So this is the problem with some of the parents. They hold on, because I'm a doctor, I must insist my son to become a doctor. That's not what he wants to be. Let him be. If he wants to be a DJ, it's fine, It's his call.
Okay.
It's not your shot anymore. So, yeah.
That's nice.
So, I had asked this off air, so I'm going to ask this again because Vijay Idris was saying, I know Leila Awale and she's a good friend. And what do you think about the whole Mombasa Walk movement?
I think it's a very good initiative. A group of people came together, founded by him, to basically, first of all, he realized his health was going down and he needed to do something about it. And I resonate with this a lot because you see, when you have change that comes inside of you and you want to bring it out and then you initiate it and make a lot of people successful in your initiative, it's a very good thing. Now, we're talking about health here, So this is walking, basically good for your health, brings your weight down. If you've got type 2 diabetes or any kind of health issues, you'll definitely be okay with it.
Yeah.
Now, for me, it's It's very encouraging, and I really promote it a lot. I've been in several of the walks. I've just come from donating some water for them. So I love the initiative, and I wish them all the best. I pray that a lot more people come into this initiative, because it's really good for health. Do you walk yourself?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And you?
Yes, but who you
Ni kilomita
moja alafu anabeba na pikipiki.
Okay.
But anafanya coverage hapo kwa walk. Ako na camera. So anatembea 1 kilometer then anafanya coverage. Yes. So we walk at the Mombasa walk. Right. So Madam Leila, now here we are now. You got married, you got engaged, you got married, got pregnant, decided to come home, raise your family. Here you are. So your family now, you are here with your kid, and now you want now to step out, impacting people's life. So how did you now transition? Remember now, you are a young lady, moved down to a grown-up, mature lady, then got engaged, got pregnant, delivered. Now you're here raising your family. They always say family comes first. All right, despite anything, family comes first. But now you've said, there's this is my passion. Now there's this, my professional side. How now did you start getting out of that? Putting in mind what people say out here is that if I'm wrong, you can correct me, and I stand to be corrected. They say if you're a Muslim lady, you are married right now, you sit and take care of the family. You don't have to do other stuffs. The husband will do everything. That is the culture, if I'm not wrong. So how did you fight those odds for you now to get out again?
Like I said before, I had a very supportive family, and being married to a westernized European person, basically American, he also was very free with me. Accepted me for who I am. Again, we met in a very volatile environment. We met in the war. So he was working, I was working. So there was no stepping down from there. Also, I'm very strong-headed like that, Okay. I will do what I want. So I've encouraged a lot. If you also notice, the culture is changing. It's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
The culture is changing. People have realized, especially men, you cannot support a family on your own.
Yeah.
So the woman has to work. So she needs to step out of her comfort zone and get a job and work. I managed to, first of all, I went into Road Tract, which is a younger umbrella of Rotary. So I started as a road tractor, worked my way up to a Rotarian. So I've been doing social work, like I said, at a young age. So that was not unfamiliar territory for me. And, meeting more and more people, especially being exposed outside, and then coming back and bringing that into your country, it's amazing. Okay. And then I decided now connecting people and inspiring lives. Then I went to South Africa. I studied emotional therapy practicing, neuro-linguistic programming, and how to become a transformational life coach.
Okay.
For me, it's all about motivation. It's me motivating you to be where you want to be. It's me motivating you to who you want to become.
Okay.
We get very confused, I'm telling you. As much as we have our degrees, we have studied, but we're stuck. Human beings are always stuck. We take 5 steps forward, 10 back. We get stuck. You need mentors. You need people to basically push you. You need people to believe in you. You need people to say, you know what, you can do it. You got this. But once you stagnate and you pause, that's it. You start getting into a state of confusion. So people like myself are many. I'm just one drop in the ocean. But we make a difference. And we don't make a difference because, we're just there for it. We make a difference because we truly care to make a difference. Okay. We truly, truly do. So I've got testimonials by the thousands. And every time I look at them, that's what keeps me going.
Okay. Beautiful.
Yes.
So, Madam Leila, I want to ask you this question. Why women?
Why women? Why did I choose women?
Yes.
One, because women, I'm a woman myself, so I know the challenges that I have gone through to become who I am today. Two, women are vulnerable. Okay. As much as women are mentally, physically geared to take a lot, they are still vulnerable. So if you look at the challenges, yes, the boy child, people say we don't, talk about the boy child.
Because the girl child has been empowered more nowadays,
Yes.
more than the boy child.
Because the girl child came out openly. You understand?
Okay.
If the boy child also came out openly, then we would be rolling, which we are doing now as well. And having said that, it doesn't mean that I don't support men, or I don't listen to them, or I don't motivate them. I have many that look up to me. It's just that my passion is in women, because I'm able to understand them. I'm able to know what they've gone through. I've gone through a lot of similar experiences. So you can't actually help somebody if you've not gone through that.
Absolutely.
Okay, you can imagine what they have, passed through. But if you haven't basically yourself gone through that, you can't help them. So I have gone through a lot in my life, the goods, the bads, and the uglies. And that has made me very resilient. It's also made me very passionate about pain. Okay. So for me, pain is gain. So I always tell people, out of every mess in your life, you will always get a message. So anybody who has a messy life, they have to get the message out of it.
Wow. Out of any messy you get, there is always a message.
Yes.
You get.
Absolutely.
Wow. What a beautiful tagline. Yes. Any messy you face.
Out of every mess in your life, you will always get a message. Yes.
Wow. Out of every mess in life,
There's a message.
there is a message you get. Wow.
Yes.
Let me ask you now the negative question which I said I want to ask you.
Go ahead.
A lot of people say, because you're a life coach and a motivational speaker, you life coaches and motivational speakers, you make life to us look very simple, but in real sense it ain't easy. Someone comes and tell the pupil or the students in school, or even grown-ups in workplaces, like, I started my business with one banana. Look at me today. I have a billion business that is like this. So you paint the picture of life looks simple, but in real sense you don't see the pinch whereby this guy is feeling the pinch. Why is it so?
We feel the pinch. But let me give you this now, okay? If I just come and give you a banana, okay, you'll feel better? What we normally do is we already know what you're going through. Okay, now if we're going to give you the picture as it is on the table, black, you're just going to have a dull life. You're not going to have any hope. You're not going to have any basically energy to move forward. So what we do, we don't really paint it. We basically read you, we study you, we calibrate you, and then we look at what we can do for you. Okay. Everyone has it rough.
Very true.
Even the motivational speakers, the top of the top. We all have it rough. We all cry, we all go through depression, we all, name it, the works. Okay. But what keeps us floating, because life is all about floating right now, okay? You're trying not to sink, is the teachings, the knowledge, the empowerment, okay? You put good in yourself, you'll get good. You put bad, you get bad. Now, I come into your space. I motivate you. I make you feel a little better. And then I leave you and I go back to my office. You walk off to the bar. Okay. What have I done? What have you done? I've done my part. Okay, I made you feel better. I've given you a toolbox. So when you got your toolbox, you kept it on the side. You went to the bar to drink, thinking alcohol is going to solve your problem. It ain't. So a lot of times we have challenges ourselves. What we tell people is use the toolbox. And trust me, life is all about empowerment. If you don't invest in yourself, you're not going to get any return. Okay, so you need to keep reading, you need to keep looking at good things, you need to keep listening to good stuff. Okay, so there are a lot of vices. If you keep doing good, and then at this other side, you're also doing a lot of bad, you
won't move.
put yourself on the weighing scale.
Okay.
Something's going to go up, another one's going to go down. Okay. So we don't have it easy. We don't have it. Let no motivational teacher, life coach, whoever is successful, tell you a lie.
Okay.
Tell you that I have it all rosy. They don't.
Okay.
Okay. Before I came in here, I was crying in the morning. I had the shakes, and I'm a stage person. I thrive on the stage. Okay, but I've got my moments, and I'm going to have it. I love it. A little bit of tear here, a little bit of smile here, a little bit of happiness. So let nobody cheat you. Let nobody tell you it's all rosy. It ain't. And life is not meant to be easy. It's not. It's not life then. If you don't have any challenges and tribulations and triumphs, it's not life.
It's not interesting.
No, at all. Because then you become bored. You think, what the hell, man? I didn't have a problem today. What the hell? So I always say, don't go looking for it.
Okay.
But embrace it when it comes to you.
Okay.
Okay, because it's there. And if it's within your control, do it. And if it's not, leave it. I can sit here and tell you many, many things, I tell you. But it's hard, it's tough, it's real, it's life.
Wow.
Yeah, we just got to ride it. We have to ride the tide in whatever storm it comes to us in.
Okay. Beautiful.
So, as a Muslim woman, you should cover up. Okay. Now, I have heard that you have faced a lot of attacks because there's a time you never used to cover. So, what was the reason for you not covering, and how did you face the attacks you got?
Actually, okay. I think I'm facing more attacks now covering than not covering.
Oh.
Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
So, let it be known. I was not covering because, not because of anything. I mean, first of all, yes, I came from a Muslim background. My parents were Muslims, but they didn't really force me to do something I didn't want. And having come from the westernized society, I was comfortable the way I am. And for me, at that time, my covering was not doing the job, okay? So if somebody says, I'm not going to give you a job because you're not covered, okay, sour. But it's not my cover that will do the job. It's me, myself. Now, when I started covering, which was about 6 months ago, it's a spiritual part that I took. And spirituality for me is very important. So it's a decision that I took overnight, uncovered today and covered in the morning. And so that kind of shook everybody, and they're thinking, what happened to her? Something's wrong. So yeah, and I'm happier this way. I don't go back whenever I decide to do something. I move forward. So it's a very different, very amazing journey for me, because again, life is a balance. So without spirituality, you're nothing.
Absolutely.
Nothing. In fact, you're lifeless. So yeah, this is special for me. Very special. I'm very happy. I'm covered,
Okay.
and there's no uncovering again.
Beautiful. There's when you were opening, you said things are changing, especially in the women who are in the Muslim community or society, if I put it that way. But only for me, I see only for the ones who are in urban centers. For example, Mombasa, Nairobi, Kisumu. But there are people, or they have Muslim women who are in the interiors, for example, deep down in Kwale County, Kilifi County. They're facing these struggles, these challenges. Do you go reach them there? Do you go talk to them?
Yes.
How have you impacted them?
We have through social media. We have through going physically there. Many a times you'll be surprised. The women in the interiors are the ones who reach out to us. Many a times they're the ones, because they basically are suffering a little more than the ones that are around. They're not able to access materials, and they're not able to access us easily. So we try our level best, and we get cases from different organizations. A lot of domestic violence, a lot of abuse, emotional, a lot of narcissistic traits that fall on them. So they're very vulnerable. They're very battered and bittered. So we are there for them. Yes, we are, through several organizations. I don't only work on my own. Anyone who comes in wants my assistance anywhere, I try my best to be there for them.
Wow.
Yes.
Beautiful. So here now, a challenge here comes from anybody, okay? Being that you're a life coach, motivational speaker, someone has come to you that I have this, I need someone to talk to here and there, or maybe he or she's facing these kind of challenges. Has it been hard for you maybe to assist or to talk to, if I put it that way, based on that maybe you as a person, you're also facing the rough time like the other person that has come to you at the same time?
Okay, this is what I want to say. When you have a little, you give, okay? And when you have nothing, you also try and give, okay? And when you have really, really little, you give a little out, okay? So if I'm having a rough time, despite whether I'm having a rough time, I'm not having a rough time, I'll shelve it and I'll address you because you've got a problem. So what? I've never come across a situation that I've not been able to handle, or I've never been not been able to assist, if not through myself, through my counterparts. Okay, and also through people who are able to help. So, for example, someone comes and says, I don't have food today in my home. Okay, we try and help you. Or we outsource now for help for you.
Yeah.
So many a times it's not only about myself. You know, it's about who I connect with. You are who you hang around with. So again, you'll see me hanging around with similar like people, like-minded individuals like myself.
Yes.
Who want to make a difference in people's lives. So if I say, hey, we've got a problem, someone's suffering, let's go. They're out there. They're ready any given time. Like I said, I've got this organization called Pamoja, and, you know, they're really, really nice individuals there who are, whether we have financially we're capable or not, we will give you help in whatever else, you know. It's not always about finance, really. Somebody just wants a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, a hand to hold, you know, and you'll be amazed at the difference it makes. You'll be amazed. You know, we have saved people from committing suicide, like literally by second. Somebody has contemplated, they have decided this is it. So when you look back and you think, wow, you know, we are doing something, and you know, what would not make you continue? You tell me. So here now, there are days you've said you cry, there are days you have issues left, right, and center. When you are on your lowest moment, you as a life coach, how do you come around to come back to yourself and go talk to people out there? Let me ask for an example. You are talking, or you're going to address students in a school or even workplaces. By 10, you've woken up maybe 6 or 7, but that day is a very low day for you. You don't like, because for us, when you're coming here to talk, there are those days you're like, oh my God, this is that day. How am I going to push? How do you come around that? Yeah, when I have a heavy day, what I normally do is I go back into chamber. Going back into chamber means I go speak to God. Okay. And trust me, when you speak to God, God gives you the strength and the energy to do whatever you were meant to do. Remember, people are waiting for you. Okay, people are waiting. It's just like, you know, all these prominent singers and actors. They have to go. They have to perform. Whether they're feeling down, they're not feeling down, you know. So some use whatever means it is. Some smoke weed to go up on the stage and do their thing. You know what I mean? So again, for me, it's about God. I speak to God and I tell him, look, you know, I'm feeling down today. I want you to lift me up because I'm going out to do your work. I'm going to lift people up. They're waiting for me. They require me. They need me. So please give me the energy that I need. And let me tell you, it doesn't take 10 minutes. It doesn't take 10 minutes. A bit of breathing, meditation, speak to your higher power, and we're good to go. Wow. Yeah. Beautiful. Chanzo kama hivyo. Sawa. Taking a small commercial break again. We are coming back now to wind up this conversation. Where do we see Leila, the Pamoja initiative, and the real estate thing? Where do we see them in the future? And
a bit story when you are in the wars. I'll paint the picture. I love movie wars, by the way.
Sure.
So we'll wind up with that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we'll have like extra 15 minutes in the next hour because we have 5 minutes to the top of the hour. So question number 1, where do you see Madam Leila, the motivational speaker, in the next like 3 or 5 years to come?
In the next 3 or 5 years to come, my own radio talk show.
Wow. Beautiful.
And basically, doing better than I am now, motivating people by the millions and all over the world.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm already a brand name, and I just want to make it better.
Beautiful. Let's come to the property part, which you've not touched. If you can touch a bit of it, what kind of property do you deal in? Do you deal in the properties of land or building rental estates like that? What kind of property do you deal in?
We're basically a one-stop shop,
Okay.
consultancy firm. We also buy and sell properties.
Okay.
We deal in land, in estates, and huge apartments. We're also a management agency firm.
Okay.
We do conveyancing, so we do everything, really, yeah.
Nice. Beautiful. So if you are there, someone looking for any property, you want to also dispose of your property by selling.
Yes.
I think Madam Leila is the right person you need to go to.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Any social media platforms for that?
Leila Wale,
No, for the
we're
properties.
doing the website, TriStar Properties.
Or TriStar Properties.
Yeah.
There is a website. That is www.tristar.com.
Kenya. Properties.com.
So ladies and gentlemen, you can visit the website and get more and more and more. In the next 4 minutes, because I want us, when we come back, I give you 10 minutes to talk to our listeners, talk to the Muslim girl that is there listening to you. She's like, I don't know which step to take, and all those stuffs.
Okay.
But before we go to the next hour, tell us about your husband.
My husband.
Yes.
My husband is called Jerry Wayne Flannery. He's an American
Wow.
from Texas. He's one of those cowboys.
He's a cowboy, yeah?
He's a cowboy.
Beautiful.
6'2". He's 22 years older than me.
Wow.
Yeah, so age was not a problem for us. As we speak, my husband is having multiple complications. He suffers from heart, from lungs, from aneurysm, epiphyseal artery disease. So yeah, I'm also a full-time caregiver, which I truly love doing. A very wonderful person. We've been in the missions together for many, many years. So that's how we met. Everybody wants to know how I met the Muzungu. I met him in the war.
Wow.
So yeah, he's got a big heart. He's a very special person. He's given me a beautiful daughter. I really look up to him on many levels. And yeah, that's all I want to say, really.
Wow.
And I'm a happily married woman.
Wow. Beautiful. Pass my regards to him.
I will.
And the regards of the whole team from Blue Radio to him.
I will.
I'll see him soon.
You will.
See him soon.
You
And
will.
pass my regards to him. The question is, even in the war, people fall in love.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Eish.
Yeah.
Huko Afghanistan.
Many unions are made.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
As much as there's a lot of debt, there's also a lot of union.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. One day you'll give us that love story. 58 minutes past 8 a.m., ladies and gentlemen. We are winding down this 8 a.m. hour. We are coming back at 9 a.m. hour with Madam Leila. Now we are going to give her 10 minutes to talk to us about anything, whatever she wants to talk to us this wonderful morning. She wants to motivate you. She wants to motivate any other young person, not only women, even men. Yes. Young boys. So this is your time. I want you to listen very carefully. That is at 9 a.m. She will be back here to talk to you. Exclusive 10 minutes. I don't know. We also want to hear to get motivated, by the way. We also have our own issues. Musionange tu hapa tunaongeanga, by the way, tunacheka. Sengine kinatumani tunateseka ndani ya roho, wacha tu, but it's okay. We are here also to motivate you. Like she said, also they also have rough times, because I want to believe we also, as the radio presenters, we are also motivational people, making sure to keep people going out and move. We also have our rough times. So this message will also be for us. So we are going to be very keenly listening to this beautiful talk, to this beautiful lady, the 52 year old 50. Wewe unajua 50 inamaanisha umekula nini tena unataka kwa hii life? Sit, relax and enjoy.
Amani.
What else? Saa 3 kamili saa za Afrika Mashariki.